like painting as well as doing it is just actually really nice. Well, a lot goes into it, expecting to get million views anytime you put a video up just because they put out a video. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my content, you know, I do a little bit of editing on it for what I know how to do, and that's it. You know, I'm chuffed if I get any views. You know, that's what I was saying about my my what do you call it? My garage video that's done really well. You know, I'm impressed as hell with that. Really impressed. But I've also got other videos that have had, you know, 1 or 2 views or 10 views. And I'm not sitting here going, oh, this only had 10 views. It didn't work. It didn't work. So what? Move on. I've got to put paint number 10. Yeah, there was. I'm just going to say I've missed something. That didn't. There it is. The greater the expectation, the higher the fall. Right. 5, 3, 12. Let's do a 5, I guess. And again, I will say this much, and I'm not trying to take a dig at him, but he doesn't talk in any of his videos. It's just a lot of text. And I suppose some people find that entertaining. Some people might find it, you know, probably better than listening to someone ramble on, especially me, for argument's sake. But it's just like, what? The way I look at it is I could go and do that myself. You know, if I was going to just sit there and watch someone play it, I could watch myself play it on the screen. You know what I mean? Like, I suppose, really, I could sit here and I could just paint by numbers and say nothing. And I'm sure there's a few people out there that would prefer me to do that. But I don't know, it takes effort to sit here and talk. It's the conversation that makes the videos like this. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. My hope is one day, I mean, I used to have a couple of people come over from YouTube to join my live streams and stuff. So we're like, oh, you seem really funny and you seem really welcoming and entertaining. I've been waiting to catch you on, and that was Captain Cleggnuts and a couple of other people, you know, and that was a real buzz for me, you know, to think that somebody's watched my videos and thought, I'm going to go and find him over there. I thought that was a real confidence boost. But I guess we just live in the world, Pitbull, of instant gratification. You know, if you're not a millionaire within a week, then we'll just move on and do something else until we are. Right, I was doing a different colour anymore. Number three. Is this? I've got it in my hand already. Might have to do grumpy podcasts. Just get people up to ask questions and stuff and just call it grumpy podcast. It's probably already taken, but you could always put a big brown afro wig and grow a full beard and do a bob. Well, yeah, well, this is very true. You know, could definitely do that. I think I'd have to get some artistic flair first. I mean, even he used to just talk about random stuff, like from, his days in the army and what he does. Actually, did he mention his army? Yeah, he did mention the army a couple of times. Very relaxed and chilled guy, though. Sometimes you just tune in to watch it just to listen to him more than anything. And it didn't really matter what he said, you were just listening. Like somebody turned around and said to me, "You're an English Bob Ross." And I was like, "No, that's a caliber I'm definitely not in, I'm afraid." Thank you for your opinion, but I do not think that that's the case. And that there. So we got 12s. This is coming along quite quickly now. I feel like a lot's been done so far. Look, we got a unicorn. A unicorn. Number 12. There. You can always tell when a new release is out on Twitch, can't you? Did you actually listen to what you just said? I think you just answered your own question. What was that? Sorry, I missed that. What did I just say? Answer what question? Sorry, everything's going completely over my head today. Oh, what you mean, the relaxing thing and people just coming in just... Oh, I was listening to him to just put his videos on just to listen to him, right? Was it that part? Right, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, so... I'm not sure that I have his level of chill. Although I have to be honest, I have been complimented quite a lot on the fact that I'm pretty relaxing to sit and listen to. Like at Furious, she says that she often puts me on when she's doing housework and stuff, and just listens to me in the background, which I thought was really nice actually. You are extremely relaxing to listen to. I do that at work. Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I don't know what to say to that. That's you know. You can tell I don't get many compliments. Well, I don't know how to take compliments. That's probably a better way of putting it. Right. Tell you, you do little bits in here, and before you know it, it's like you've done a lot, which is an obvious statement to make, clearly. Do you think that I actually sound better since I've got this new microphone? I mean, given the fact of how much I actually paid for it, it was a steal. But in your opinion, do you think it's made much of a difference to the way I sound? Uh-oh. Be right back. Yes, your voice is a lot clearer. All right, buddy, no worries. Why are you uh-ohing? What happened? 12. It's 12. It's 12 there. Wish I could actually read books on stream. So I really wanted to do like some bedtime stories for my grandchildren, and I still intend on doing it, but I'm going to have to kind of mark them private and then just give them the links. Because of all that copyright business, I guess. Pitbull Jr. found a flashlight. Oh, is he? There'll be no stopping him now. Ah, my hand just slipped. Look how much paint I got on there. I'd probably do half the painting with that. Yes, and now it's drying around the brush faster than I can put it on the paper. But it's not paper, it's canvas. Right, let me clean that up. Yeah, I definitely did dunk that in a bit too much. Right. Okay. Can we just have what we need on here now? Thank you. I mean, that was still too much. My back's just started to burn. So I'm guessing an hour and 16 minutes. Ooh, actually, that was 15 minutes. 15 minutes after it normally happens. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think I was a bit ambitious to turn around and say I was going to get this lot done today. Feels like that hot weather is definitely coming though. Apparently it's supposed to be 25, 26 degrees next week. Which means it's going to be about 35 degrees in this computer room. Which makes me incredibly grateful the fact that I have an air conditioner in here. Because ain't nobody got time for that. That's a big old bit of 3 there as well. Just sometimes it's kind of nice to just be quiet, though. Just every now and then, like, especially when I'm concentrating on doing a particular piece that's a little bit more intricate. Just sort of sit back and, well, not sit back, in my case, sit forward. And just concentrate on what you're doing. I also listen to this music that you're listening to right now, myself through the headphones, and I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like I just zone out a bit, and that was one of the biggest reasons why I started doing paint by numbers, because it does just allow you to zone out. All of a sudden, you stop thinking, and as anybody with anxiety will tell you, the ability of not being able to focus and think on it and just do this is worth its weight in gold. This is why I put down on the hashtags on my stream and on my YouTube video that this is good for anxiety and depression, because it really genuinely does help. It's not just a clickbait, you know. Well, that is to say, it really works for me. And I'm not saying that this is the thing for you, but what you got to lose? A couple of quid for a set and just a time. I mean, you spend enough time sitting there analysing everything, right? If you've got anxiety and depression and stuff. And instead of just making that your focus and, you know, making your life worse, because that's what it's doing, it's making it worse. You can focus on this and actually come up with something productive afterwards. Just for a little while, you know, you can stop thinking. I honestly cannot recommend paint by numbers enough to people. I mean, even if you can actually draw or paint yourself and stuff, you know, the fact that you have to follow these numbers and you have to follow the lines, right? It actually adds an extra layer of concentration, which again helps no end. It's not a cure, but it's nice to have a bit of you time. I'm lucky in the respect that I can share this with people online and friends and whatever else, you know. But before I did that, I used to do these on my own, and I'd spend hours. I remember on my very first painting, the very first time I picked up the brush and I started painting on it, 12 hours solid I was doing this for. 12 hours. I was laying down in bed, so I was more comfortable. I didn't have to worry about my back so much. And I did 12 hours. The next day I was very sore, but, you know, I did it. And I still did more the next day. And then I was doing like a couple of hours before bed. And yeah, so I cannot recommend this enough. And if this isn't for you, then that's fine. But the idea is to find something like this that can take your mind off of everything. Get you out of thinking and overanalyzing and just get you doing something. Right, I think we're on a number 7 now. Six, 7 over there. Yep. Right. Number 7. It took me a long time to get that paint lid opening. I did trim my fingernails down a little bit last night. Couldn't quite grab it then. about anybody else, but I do a lot of daydreaming these days. I think it's because I'm tired. I often find myself just whisked away, like dreaming about what I'd do if I won £1 million. But, you know, actually almost being there. Of course, that could be just a side effect of antidepressants. Now you go into a large bit of 7. I know you do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off. And Mark, remember this. You are cutting off this time. Just letting myself know. Perfect. And here. Another bit of 7 down here. Actually, I wonder where 717 is today. He normally pops in to say hello. I know he didn't want to pop in yesterday because obviously I was playing Starfield and he didn't want any spoilers. But I really appreciated him coming in just to say hello, though. It was nice of him. But today I'm painting by numbers, so he should be in here. I shall have to dock his pay, I think. And Mr. Creed, Mr. Lord Creed, haven't seen him for a while. Hope he's doing all right. Doesn't look like that's actually gone on at all. But it has. Where'd it go there? Just put a bit extra on there because I couldn't really see that it's done it. There we go. A little bit of number 1. Right, what we got here? 11, 9. Oh, there's a 1. You thought you'd escape me, didn't you? Well, you didn't. I suppose one of the reasons why I don't paint pictures myself is I'm always afraid of getting it wrong. Because I have painted a couple of pictures in my time, obviously. You know, we all have, even as kids. But they always look garbage, and so I never bothered to try again. But I guess it's like anything, innit? Practice makes perfect. Just that when they're as diabolically bad as what mine were, you kind of think, no practice in the world that's going to make that any better, you know? Who knows? Right, 9. Yeah. There's a couple of 9s, actually, I haven't just noticed. That is really thin. there. Just dab over that bit again so the number doesn't come through. 8. I'm not sure that I like the eye on this unicorn, to be honest. I might actually add just a speck of white or a speck of very light blue in there, just to not make it look so black and menacing. I don't know. I might wait to the end of the picture to see whether or not I'm going to do that. There. Of course, the good thing about Seven not being in here at the moment is when he actually comes back to look, because he will, he'll be like, geez, you've got a lot done. And if he doesn't, I'll just find out where he lives. You know? The shapes that paint by numbers get you to actually do don't make sense when you're painting them, but they make perfect sense when you start to look at them from a distance. I think I've said this quite a few times now, that paint by numbers are definitely distance pictures. There. That's not to say that they look bad when you're up close. Ends there, which is nice. So we'll just do that bit there. In there. Is that yeah, it is. And that's where it stops. Okay. Perfect. There's a little bit of me thinking, like, you're there now, why not just finish it? I just don't know whether or not I can. My back is really hurting. Let's do these couple of little bits inside there. Number 5, which I clearly missed. Three. And then a 17. What number 17 is. Next, which is it's that cream one that I like. We don't get to do very often. It's like, here's a full pot of this and you like the paint, we're not actually going to let you use it. Uh, 16.
Supplies!
Oh, Jesus. Hello. Are you back? Those who believe in a higher power would say that life is the same way. It may not make sense now when you're in the middle of it, but pull back a few years and it will all become part of a bigger, beautiful picture. It's a nice way of looking at it. It is a nice way of looking at it, actually. Right. 3. So there's this dark blue. Every time I get away from it, it's like, I don't know, we still got half a gallon of it to go. Right, just a little bit up there. Ooh, hello. Seven. 6, 7. There it is. That. That bit there. Yeah, you can also tell my back's starting to really hurt as well, because like I definitely do. I've just noticed it. I definitely do go a lot quieter when I'm in pain, which is obvious and understandable, I suppose. But I think that's my cue to take some medicine. Do you know? Oh, this is going to sound really depressive. I don't remember the last time I had a day completely pain-free. Broke my back about 28 years ago, 29 years ago, something like that. And ever since then, I've never had a completely pain-free day. Sad, isn't it? But I'm still bloody lucky. Right. Well, I think I'm going to leave that one there because my back is absolutely killing me right now.